These fighters decided to provoke the monster himself.
Pelea que se ve por nocaut definitivamente también, como te digo con Asad, era un peleador que va hacia el frente, Inoue va hacia el frente, yo también, esa pelea se va a ir por nocaut.
I see me wiping him out clean. He's too small for me. He's too short.
So what Inoue did to them after horrified everyone.
Oh, right hand, oh, a huge right hand from the monster, and then he chases him down.
Finisher here, Tim.
There's the right hand.
Get ready for violence, because This Is Fighting is art. Make sure to use your hype feature on this video if you want to support Naoya Inoue and the channel. Let's go. The name Luis Neri is one that brings some real anger to Japanese ears. His role in the retirement of iconic Japanese fighter Shinsuke Yamanaka has never been forgiven. He finished the unbeaten champion in their first fight. And then tested positive for the banned substance Zilpaterol. He then missed weight ahead of their rematch, and on fight night, he went out there and KO'd Yamanaka even faster. To add to the insult he made to the Japanese fans, he proceeded to celebrate like he hadn't won in years. Years later, it would fall on Japan's new boxing hero, Naoya Inoue, to right this wrong. And as the old saying goes, revenge is a dish best served cold.
Well, Neri defense, that's the concerning part for me. If Neri has improved his defense, he has a shot.
Look at those eyes, Tess.
You men receive my instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves now, men. You're boxing at the bell. God bless you both. Touch gloves.
Little did we know that Neri was going to kick this fight off by throwing an almighty spanner in the works.
Naoya Inoue, Timmy, as much as we're always have our jaws dropped with the explosive power of Inoue, he is also a calm fighter, confidently calm. He has exceptional footwork. He's sturdy. But this is a fight where Neri has said, I want it to end early. What could reveal itself early on?
That the fight could be an ending on the other way. He can get knocked out. Neri has a tendency of getting caught early in fights and goes down. And I can tell you, if Inoue lands on Neri and he goes down, he's one of the best finishers in the game. He's going to finish the fight, Tess.
Right hand coming through from Inoue early on, willing to fire it. 2023 Fighter of the Year. First Japanese fighter to win that Boxing Writers Award in 85 years. So he'll be in New York City June 6th to accept that. As Neri comes forward against the monster.
I like that from Neri. It's dangerous. However, when he got to be careful reaching right there. You're in there with a vicious counterpuncher in Inoue. But that sequence before this test, coming behind his double jab, just taking advantage of that low lead of Inoue. Inoue tends to bag out in straight lines. He drops that left hand, and when he throws the left hook, he has a tail. He drops that left hand first before he leads with that left hook. So that'll be a telltale sign. If Nori and his team has studied film, they'll know that. Neri right now doesn't seem spooked by the punching power. Oh! There it is!
Inoue goes down! Luis Neri with a first-round knockdown of the monster!
In the inside right here, you see Neri set up the shot. See the small uppercut right there, but you see when Inoue tends to throw one hand, that left hand, the opposite hand tends to drop. Poor fundamental habits right there from Naoya Inoue.
And resolute in saying that he sees flaws and he will knock out the monster. And now he's going after him. Luis Neri determined to deliver on it. Goes to the body with a left hand. Now on the inside, Inoue, covering up, tries to deliver a right hand of his own, an uppercut. Comes through, but Neri unaffected. He keeps punching.
The true mark of a champion stems from how they deal with adversity. And boy, was Inoue about to show up in a big way.
Tess, he's the bigger, stronger fighter. He's fought at 118. Now he's at 122. He's the bigger man in there. And he seems to be the stronger man as well.
Of course, the titleist at 118 and 122. And now, how does the monster react as he goes back to the jab? As you can hear this massive crowd in Tokyo trying to rally support for their hero. You have to go all the way back. The last major fight card was Buster Douglas knocking out Mike Tyson in February of 1990. And then the first round of the showcase event in all that time, and the great Inoue hits the canvas. Round number 2 in that first round, Neri landed 10 power punches of his 15 total connects.
See, but Neri
short left hand flooring Inoue.
But Neri seems to be changing up his attack, Tess. Right now he's trying to be patient. He's trying to catch Inoue out of position. When Inoue commits, he's out of position.
Oh,
there it is.
Inoue returns the favor.
Lunging forward. Neri again on the attack, coming forward, reaching with that left hand. You see him forward shift, and Inoue right there just filling that gap or that space with that left hook. Here he is reaching with the backhand. Inoue stepping back, has a single high shield. Oh, why don't you eat that, young man? Go ahead and sit down.
And Tim, that is a prime example of what you described in terms of elite technique and athleticism.
Yes.
You just saw it from Inoue. That was from about 4 to 6 inches away. And watch that back foot.
Feet and hand working together. That's a bad habit from Neri. Lunging forward. He has a really solid 1-2. But when he throws combinations, he tends to open up, Tess, and he reaches, overcommits, and right there, Inoue making him pay for that with a sharp left hook on the inside.
You saw that back foot of Neri follow forward. His whole body went that path, and the monster, with that viper-like offensive reaction, floored him.
I don't know if he was extremely hurt from that shot, Tess.
Neri was very clearly still dangerous, but in round 3, Inoue started to take over.
In that second round, he had a 21-4 connect advantage and scored the knockdown. So swapping 10-8 rounds to open up this championship event.
Inoue is starting to anticipate the offense of Neri. And he understands that Neri overcommits at times. He's just taking that half a step, sometimes a full step back to counter. When a fighter starts to anticipate, Tess, actions and reactions, that's when things start to slow down for him. Understand that. Things start to slow down. You hear that saying all the time. Does it slow down for you in the ring?
Right.
Yeah, it does. You know, the mind is faster than the actual reaction, which slows things down. So Inoue knows what he must do. He's starting to anticipate these shots coming from Neri.
His combination from Inoue. And now he goes with that right hand to the body. Remember, it was a body shot that caused Neri's only defeat of his career.
The technical prowess of Inoue right now, and the speed, the coordination, the punch placement right now is giving Neri fits. Neri understands that he can't compete with that. He's looking for that single shot. He's looking for Inoue to make a mistake to make him pay. If Inoue gets overconfident and throws too many shots and get a little bit greedy, there's a chance for Neri to be able to land his signature punch, which is that left hand, Tess. Good right hand. Inoue now is getting comfortable, getting in the groove.
Oh, there's another one, Timmy.
Yeah, he's getting in the groove now. Anticipation is on. Neri better change things up. He better start feinting, start using his jab.
Oh, there's another one that splits the guard. That right hand is being placed well by the monster.
By the time round 4, Neri's corner were likely starting to get worried, and with good reason.
That was the first time an opponent of Inoue outlanded the monster in the last 46 rounds. 45 previous rounds, Inoue had more total connects until the first round tonight against Neri.
Neri's going to have to compete with that speed. He's going to have to compete with it with timing. Timing has a way of beating speed. Placing those shots in between the shots of Inoue. And he's going to have to prevent that bomb from coming, Tess. His defense has to get better. He has to be responsible after his offense.
4-punch combination from Inoue. There's that pop right hand. Again, it's finding the target. The undisputed champion finding more of his rhythm offensively after being floored in the first round.
Inoue seems to be softening him up right now. He's just taking advantage of those poor fundamental habits.
Oh, look at this! Little show button, trying to draw him in and then firing off.
Again, told you, defense got to be on point when you're facing Inoue with the speed, power, and accuracy that he brings to the table. You know, that's why he's a 2-division world champion. Yes, he has the skills, he has punching power. However, that toughness, that grittiness, he's going to have to bring that out tonight. He's going to have to take maybe 1 or 2 tests to get one. To get one. You can just see Inoue right now just weakening up Neri, weakening him. And I think he's looking for that left hook to the liver. That's what he's trying to set up. He's trying to get him used to the shots up top, upstairs. And he wants to sneak one past the guard to the liver of Neri.
You can see him testing that a few times moments ago.
Inoue wasn't just fighting any old regular fight. He was punishing this man on behalf of Japan.
Nearly connected with that left hook that scored the knockdown.
Yeah, the positioning of Inoue, top notch.
Oh, there's 2 right hands. Backs up Neri for a moment. Now he inches ahead.
See, positioning is the placement of a boxer compared or in relation to your opponent. You know, when you're facing the southpaw in this open stance battle, of course you need to have lead foot dominance. Inoue, he's having his way with the lead foot. Neri is constantly moving to his left towards the right hand. That's why he keeps eating those right hands.
Good right hand returning fire. Neri stepping forward and Inoue welcoming that. There is a certain sound to the combination punching of Inoue that's very distinct. Was handed a lifetime ban by the local commission that was lifted so that they could have this mega event. And now trading on the inside. Perhaps an opportunity for Neri, but with them comes great risk. Like that!
There it is.
There's the risk with no reward! Left hook scores the knockdown again!
Being calm in the storm. You see right there, just found a little gap right there. Lead hand is down of Neri on the inside. Inoue noticing that. He attempted there, just missed off the mark, but he dips under. You see his eyes. He's looking right at Neri. He sees those hands. Pull away from that face.
When we talk about punching technique, Tim,
look at this.
When you talk about the ability to turn a punch over in the last few inches of the delivery system.
Yes.
Under 30 seconds to go, facing one of the great closers in recent boxing history. Here comes the monster. to it for the moment. Inoue on the attack.
And when he finally brought the hammer down, it was a thing of beauty.
Against a former champion. But there are levels to this game. And guys like Inoue and Bud Crawford are currently just on a far different pedestal.
That speed and quickness, Tessa, you alluded to it. The accuracy and how he's able to generate that power from short distance like that, with that much torque, that much power. It's brilliant stuff right there from Inoue.
Just stands up to that offensive effort from Inoue, from Neri, and fires back. Oh, his right hand. Combination up top.
This almost over, Tess. Neri can't keep taking these type of shots over and over and over.
What do you see as a potential finisher here, Tim? There's the right hand! He just answered the question! As Neri has crumbled and the monster has roared! He's done it again!
Of Luis Neri. Tim, there are not enough superlatives to paint on this performance from the second round on.
No, not at all. And that finish right there, I mean, what do you say, Tess? And look at the way Neri hit the canvas. Knees buckled. Got hit with an uppercut, short uppercut right there on the inside. But then that short right hand has that type of effect. Like, gosh, that's just different level of technique right there and punching power. That's God-given stuff right there. You know, Tess, you know what the difference is really with the Terrence Crawfords or the Inoues of the world? Their athleticism is godly.
And still, the undefeated, undisputed super bantamweight champion of the world, Naoya Monster Inoue!
Only because of the lower weight classes.
He didn't have it all his way at first, but to say that Inoue finished strong would be an understatement. This was very clearly the best fighter in the world, folks. Naoya Inoue was accused of cheating by an opponent who was favored by all to win, Stephen Fulton.
Because I refuse to let my fighter get in the ring with someone that has loaded gloves. This is not something that I'm making up. I have proof. And I have it in my phone that I have proof.
Fulton was sure that he would come away victorious over someone less experienced.
I've been in the ring with guys like him. Trust me. Down back to my amateur days.
I feel like the hype is around amongst him because he's a Japanese person doing these things. That's all. I feel like the hype is around because of that.
It was clear this wouldn't be Inoue's most quiet opponent with Fulton's continuous remarks.
Instructions, Hector Afu. Guys, I gave the instruction in the dressing room. Coach Club.
Both fighters felt out their opponent, but Inoue was more active and controlled the majority of the round.
Stephen Fulton said of hearing those who doubt that they don't believe in me. Well, let's make them believers, he said. The task is in front of him to defend his titles. And out of the way, that long-range jab to the body from Inoue. Inoue tries to come with the right hand around the guard. And the up jab.
So interesting to see that low lead hand from Inoue starting off like that. Good jab.
Very solid jab from Inoue.
You know, we talked all night about Fulton's jab, but what about Inoue's jab? It's quick, it's accurate. It's on point tonight.
Goes with the jab to the body again.
Level change.
Versatile offensive attack, as always, from Inoue. Now goes upstairs with it and follows Fulton back to the ropes before the tie-up and the separation from Hector Afu.
Taking advantage of that movement. You know, Fulton thought he was clear, thought he was going to get on his bike, and Inoue chased him down, cut him off.
Fulton falls short. Inoue getting rough on the inside. Gets the warning from Afu of wrapping around the neck. And now falls in off balance on his own with that free right hand, able to punch away.
Inoue came out with sharper timing and a 4-punch combo that clearly troubled Fulton.
There it is again.
And there's the first right hand that is able to land. And he comes with it again. And then a 4-punch combination that included a left to the body from Inoue. Double jab, comes upstairs with the right hand. Fulton puts up the guard and backs out.
So a lot of those shots are blocked, but you can tell the effect of those punches. You see Fulton, even though he's the bigger guy, when he gets hit, he gets somewhat knocked off balance from the heavy blows coming from Inoue.
Fulton steps forward, Inoue backs off. You can see how calm and in control he is early on here. As he comes with another 4-punch combination, tried to go to the body with that right hand in the midst of that. There's that jab, and there are the levels. Went upstairs and then to the body again, Timmy.
And it's the speed at which Inoue closes the gap Fulton's having a hard time with. Right now, Fulton on his bike, just trying to avoid shots from now.
Double jab, right hand.
No, but I like his composure. He's weathering the storm right now. Fulton using defense, movement to get out of range.
Fulton tried to get in close, but Inoue proved to be too quick, and his precision strikes opened up Fulton's nose.
Let's see if Fulton can turn it around. He needs to mount some sort of offense to get some respect from Inoue.
Key word, respect. Talks about being the bigger man, the intelligent fighter. And he wants to show that he's tough. You got to show you're tough while still being intelligent.
You see the shifting game plan already.
Right hand go to the top, Timmy.
Nice level changing jab right there. In exchange, a jab for a right hand.
See if he can work behind that jab. Inoue has good countering ability as well. Goes to the body again with the jab. There's been a point of emphasis early on, and then the right hand up top.
Partially blocked, Tess. Partially blocked.
1-2 from Fulton. That up vertical jab again. Back to the body with it.
Fulton is there in range, but he's not pulling the trigger.
Well, it's that middle ground that was the concern. And if you're going to stay there, you got to throw. That up jab has had such success for Inoue. Now an opportunity as Fulton was able to get to the inside and back to range.
That's some good offense right there from Fulton. Finally letting his hands go, having a little success. Fulton's doing a little bit better moving forward. He just got to let his hands go. He's in range, but he's just sitting there, sitting still. I think he's afraid for what's going to come back. The speed is too blazing fast.
Tough to replicate with a sparring partner what Inoue and his unique physical gifts offer when you're opposite him. Rare combination. Elite speed, technique, and two-handed finishing power. uppercut, right uppercut to close out round number 3.
Fulton landed what would be his best exchange of the whole fight, but he was knocked off balance by Inoue's counters.
Advantage. He has been increasing his work rate as the fight has moved around in the early stages, as he comes with 2 right hands to open up this 4th round. He had 11 total punches in the 1st round, landed 15 in the 2nd, 18 in the 3rd, but he threw 56 punches in that last round compared to 28 in the 1st. So he's picking up the productivity as well.
See, I like that inside work from Fulton. In the inside, banging on the body of Inoue, getting a little physical on the inside.
Fulton has a lot of confidence in his ability as an in-fighter.
Good right hand.
Right hand from Fulton.
Catching Inoue, trying to get out.
Came straight back. To the body with that jab. That has been available since the opening bell. Double jab by Fulton.
Not sure about that all the way out, all the way in stuff. Fulton is standing mid-range, not doing anything. Inoue's beating him to the punch. He's there. He's there, but he won't pull the trigger test.
Inoue has that kind of power where he can punch through the defense as well. You've seen that a few times. Not showing the levels with that jab again. Consistently going to the body with that jab is Inoue.
Fulton's getting outboxed. He's getting outboxed, and he's supposed to be the superior boxer.
Well, we get so enamored with the power of Inoue and the results. He is a supremely intelligent boxer as well. Good combination from Inoue. More blood coming from the nose of Scooter Fulton.
It's not working for him at that distance. Fulton's going to have to make some changes. Going to have to make some adjustments. He's going to have to take the fight on the inside.
That comes with a certain risk to be more offensive-minded against the monster. As he does for a moment, does Fulton. Then backs out with his hands up.
This was Fulton's best round with countering Naoya's jab, but Inoue still controlled the round with power shots.
Inoue, I mean, he tried to come forward, but he's not letting his hands go. He's afraid for what's going to come back. So now use your legs. Try something different. Get on your bike. Lure in Inoue, because now you're in range just to get hit with those power shots.
Now here comes the combination punching of Inoue behind that jab, as we've seen early on in round 5.
And change his rhythm up. I mean, when you have a fighter like Inoue just landing shots like that, you have to change your rhythm up. You have to. Throw feints. Subtle movement left and right.
Oh, good combination from Fulton.
And that was off the subtle movement to his right. That's what he has to do.
Another right hand from Inoue backs up Fulton.
Heavy.
Yes,
heavy.
He's extremely
and good right hand. Good right hand from Fulton right there, catching Inoue.
Right hand from Inoue.
A lot of those shots are being deflected by the guards of Fulton. It's a better round for Fulton. I don't know if he's gonna win this round, but I know this is a better round.
Inoue really ramped up the dominance in round 6, and he broke down Fulton's timing.
It's the monster, Naoya Inoue, who vacated his 4 belts, his undisputed status at bantamweight, to come up to 122 pounds and say, I want the best guy in the division right away. And early on, being so relaxed, but so fast and striking and consistent and productive with the jab and his offensive arsenal.
Fulton is not using any of his footwork. He's not using any of his lateral movement at all. And you want to know why? Because Inoue has stopped that. He's punching where he's going. So anytime you see Fulton get on his bike and try to move left or right, Inoue is quick to cut him off and says, I want you directly in front of me. I don't want you moving anywhere.
That time he comes in with the left hook. That speed to close, whether it's straight ahead or lateral, just another part of what makes him so dangerous. As Fulton comes forward that time, falls short of landing, and then wraps up. Halfway through round number 6. Amazing in a sold-out arena in Tokyo. The crowd so respectful, polite, restrained, subdued that you can actually hear in the midst of the fight the instructions coming from the corner of Fulton.
So unbelievable how Inoue, no matter what position he's in, he's able to generate the punching power and torque on his shots.
Torque. That's a perfect description of what makes his punching power special.
He just ran with a combination.
He did.
My goodness.
4-punch combination as he's taking steps forward.
It's that jab. That jab.
It's
Mark
been the
said
key.
it. It's been the key.
It has been the key.
Ooh. That right hand hurt Fulton. Buzzed him for a split second. But you know he's in tremendous shape, so he recovered quickly, getting back on his jab, trying to establish his own offense, but getting himself out of position.
Short left hand chopped down here at the end of round number 6. Fulton trying to exchange on the inside, and Inoue getting the better of it again.
Fulton's solid right hook tested Inoue, but Inoue's jab kept the pace of the round.
22 pounds. Inoue, he keeps his head on that side. I'm seeing him keep his head on that right side, right in the line of fire for that right hand of Fulton.
Listen, we've seen Inoue get hit in his career. We've also seen him at his best when he does.
Yes.
Short check hook that time.
Check hook
that time as Fulton crossed the threshold. The jab for Inoue. There's Fulton on the inside, coming, wrapping around the guard with that right hand. And Inoue comes right back at him. Returns fire immediately.
That speed and power is unreal. Good right hand over the top.
Counter right hand from Fulton. Back to the body from Inoue.
Folks said that was low. Inoue said, get out of here.
And see how comfortable Inoue is right now as he's trying to cut off the ring and close the gap. Overhand right.
That's the one thing about Inoue. He never stops hunting for that knockout.
Never.
He's always looking for it.
4-punch combination. Back to the jab up top.
Gee, these are great moments right here that Fulton is allowing Inoue to recharge. See, he just threw an onslaught of punches, and he's allowing Inoue to recharge. He needs to work his offense immediately after Inoue gets done. Right hand, the left hook. Good jab.
And that jab.
A stab jab down to the body.
Inoue finally dropped Fulton, and moments later he unleashed a barrage that put an end to the fight.
And the reason why Inoue can get there quick with that jab is Fulton has a wide stance. His base is so wide, it's really hard to get in and out.
Oh, right hand hurts him! Oh, a huge right hand from the monster! And then he chases him down! Fulton is laid out, struggling to get to his feet. Lot of time to work here in round number 8. Fulton hurt badly. The monster on the attack. trying to claim 2 more belts as Fulton tried to grab the ropes, backed up into the corner. Here comes Inoue. That destructive, decisive power does it again. The monster, a 4-division world champion, stamping in Tokyo.
Naoya, the monster.
And with that, Naoya Inoue managed to walk away with the super bantamweight title.
It just felt like pressure, but it was that shot that I didn't see that did the job. You know what I'm saying? But he a good fighter, though.
Marlon Tapales had been in there with quite a few elite fighters in the past, but none of them could compare to the great monster that stood in front of him.
I will be ready to be Inoue's worst nightmare. Tapales wants to take the fight to 12 rounds. He wants to enjoy it. Much success as Inoue has had, he said this fight versus Tapales is the most he's ever trained.
I gave you guys your instruction in the dressing room. I expect a clean, fair fight, start to finish. Anything right here is low. Same thing right here. Anything between these lines right here is low. Good luck.
When asked
Inoue kicked things off as he usually does, with patience, making his early reads.
2-belt champion at Super Bantamweight. We're underway in our main event from the Ariake Arena in Tokyo, Japan. Karan Bhatia on the call, joined by Jamel Herring. This is the undisputed Super Bantamweight Championship. Naoya Inoue in the white, red, and blue trunks. There's a left hand for Tapales that gets in. Inoue's father, Naoya's father and trainer. There's the left hand that...
Even though Inoue wasn't showing his hand fully, the speed difference was already a problem for Tapales.
Early with just that combination.
And just like that, Inoue landed the 1-2 there. Now it was partially blocked by Tapales, but that's what Tapales doesn't want to have happen. There's a left hand. That's going to be called a slip. And you see Inoue with that back foot taking a step back, almost trying to get that looping to disrupt punches coming towards the head.
See how he fell in?
Round 2, similar to round 1 here.
Nice jab from Tapales.
In round 3, Inoue clearly looked like he was ready to step on the gas.
And here comes Inoue. Those punches are partially blocked, but they are backing up Tapales.
And, Inoue right now he's trying to create an opening. He's not looking for one shot. He's letting his hands go. Nice shot to the body. He's trying to create openings if he can. If Tapales won't give him one. Like again, he was probably expecting him to come aggressive, but if he doesn't see that, you got to go to plan B and create openings of yourself.
The speed of Inoue.
Nice shot to the body.
Brings the punch back and then he lands one at another angle so quickly. And Jamel, to your point, it looks like Inoue is baiting Tapales a little bit here.
Ooh.
Doubling and tripling up the jab is Inoue.
Nice jab.
Inoue displaying the right hand before throwing it.
Speed, foot movement. All right, he's not getting a little bit more looser. Nice body shot from Tapales. See?
Inoue was starting to show just how many levels above Tapales he was.
Under the elbows to the body. So you gotta start watching out for that as well. Nice body shot from Tapales.
But in a way, that high guard is like blinders in a way. You don't see what's coming around it.
And even Inoue, you know what I'm saying, he put his hands up, and what happened? He didn't see that shot that just broke through the guard. And that's what I mean, that body shot.
And you have to give credit to Tapales. Yes, he's the underdog, but he's also a unified champion in this division. He's not coming in like we've seen previous opponents of Inoue do and not trying to engage.
And again, I like the game plan that Tapales is doing though in terms of the body. Nice right hook to the up top. He's going to the body, you know, to probably take away some of that power of Inoue, but he has to be careful. You don't want to get greedy.
And here comes Inoue. These are hard shots by Naoya. Big left hand to the head. Here comes Inoue, the monster. Left hand, right hand. Tapales is down.
Didn't see the shot with the high guard. Came around the guard. Put him down.
To say that round 4 was a bad one for Tapales would be putting it lightly. The question now is how he would respond.
You guys just watch me, he places his shots. And being that high guard hasn't helped him because, again, Inoue is going to come around the guard and hit you under the elbows and everything.
And Inoue started
just like that.
5, the way he ended round 4. Devastating shots downstairs, then upstairs.
And standing in front of him is not going to help. Standing in front of him is not going to help him. All you're doing is becoming a punching bag and a sitting target.
That's a scary
now he's getting pieced up.
Against Naoya Inoue. Right hand gets through the guard. Another right hand.
Nice
Big uppercut for Inoue.
Woo! Nice counter from Tapales, though.
Another huge body shot.
Tell you, he has to protect that body. Because pretty soon the hands are going to drop and he's going to come right back up top.
And Tapales is a warrior, all-out warrior. He's taking this punishment and he's coming right back, landing body shots, going to the head.
It's cool.
Backing up
it's cool to be a warrior, but you got to be smart in there too. Nice counter from Inoue. That was nice. That was nice from Tapales.
Tapales lands a sneaky.
Another one.
And another one. Here comes Marlon Tapales.
Yeah.
Back and forth. One of the most competitive rounds of the fight so far.
Nice.
Both men exchanging right hands to the head. Big uppercut by Inoue.
I like what Tapales is doing at times, but when he throws his shots, he just stands right in front of him, and Inoue comes right back, and at times a harder shot. So he needs to, get in and just take a step over.
You can tell those body shots are affecting Tapales. He motions to the right hand gets through for Inoue.
The counter. And again, just standing in front of him. He needs to do something. Feint, turn, something.
It's not where you want to be if you're Marlon Tapales.
Nice. I love that uppercut from Tapales because it's breaking the guard of Inoue.
By the time round 6 and the midway point of the fight came, Inoue was in full control.
Damn, from Tapales.
Tapales has Inoue backed up now.
And you hear him saying the corner is. I know a lot of those are boxed, but you can hear just the pop on them. But it's like I said earlier, if you know, he got caught. It's coming out with his hands down. But it's like I said earlier, though.
Huge right hand for Inoue to close out round 6.
Inoue knew that the finish was coming, but he also knew he didn't need to rush.
Championship. Inoue did score the knockdown in round 4. But Jamel, as we've been saying, Marlon Tapales is having his moments, but you're looking for some in-fight adjustments here.
A nice jab. It's nice, good jab. But again, I like what he's doing now. You gotta keep backing the monster up. Put that in the glove.
Huge left and right hand get through for Inoue.
Again, Tapales, he's having his moments. Again, nice lead
jab there.
And he's having moments. He's probably been winning the round. Just got caught.
Big right hands there.
Just got caught though, but
third was the most powerful. It definitely got Tapales' attention.
Nice shot for Tapales.
Against all odds, Tapales was in there, but Naoya was growing in confidence.
More success. Now, you know what I'm saying, he's catching Inoue falling at times.
It's also, Jamel, you mentioned Tapales lowering that right lead hand. It also allows a different angle for him to throw the jab that Inoue may not be expecting.
No, like I said, he'll dip, but he'll shoot the jab upward. You know, and it'll catch Inoue off guard. Nice.
Big right hand there for Inoue.
The tension in the arena was now reaching a fever pitch, and Inoue knew his moment was near.
Has shocked the world before.
And you see the small adjustment from Inoue, like he's doubling up that right hand. See, again, he's doubling up that right hand. Because Tapales, he probably thinks he's going to stop at one right hand and he'll double up. Nice 1-2 shot from Tapales.
The left hand got through for Tapales.
Nice combination.
And right now, this distance, this pace, right, is working for Tapales. Of Inoue's lead foot.
But he has to watch. I know he has to watch it. Even because when he shoots that jab forward, he shoots right. He falls right on the inside.
Tapales goes back to that high guard.
It was a spirited effort from Tapales, but Inoue was about to bring the hammer down in a big way.
You notice at times when he puts his hands up like that, Inoue would throw a shot and then he'll,
Big right hand there, backed up Tapales. And can he beat the count? He's not going to make it up. Naoya Inoue makes history.
He came to fight, and again, like I said, it's shots like that. Even though it was on the glove, but you see just how hard he hits. You knew he was going to break. He was going to break through the guard and start touching that chin just like that. He thought he had his hands up and he thought he was protected. Sat on that right hand,
and that's incredible. Both of those right hands were partially blocked.
Yeah.
He is the winner by way of knockout. He is now the undefeated, undisputed super bantamweight champion of the world, Naoya, the Monster Inoue.
Yet another great performance from Inoue, and more proof that he was ready to take on the best of the best right after. That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and leaving a like, but also using your hype feature if you haven't already. We hope you have a good day. This was Fighting is Art. Goodbye, friend.